Hi everyone, hope you're okay. So today I'm going to talk to you about my top 5 spring nail picks. I am a big lover of nail polish. I have probably way too many than I should have. So I thought I would just pick out some of my favourite spring colours that I've been really enjoying wearing that I think are nice and suitable for spring, because now that it's March it means that we're kind of saying goodbye to winter, so it's time to bring in, the pastels, the lighter colours to get us ready for hopefully some warmer days and nights. So it's been no secret of mine, I've made my love for Essie very clear on my blog and probably from my YouTubes lately, that I've become a little bit obsessed with Essie ever since it was made available in the UK, so we could get it from Boots and Superdrug. I have probably gone into Boots and Superdrug with, the intention of buying something like cotton wool, and then I will come out with an Essie polish, and it's £7.99 a pop. They're not exactly the cheapest ones out there, but I've definitely accumulated quite a few over the past month. So this is one called Absolutely Sure, and it's basically a very pale greeny colour. You can't get this in the UK at the moment, which means I had to order it online, and I bought it from my favourite nail eBay shop, which is called Beauty Zone 2007. I will link that down below. They're based in America, but I've ordered from them so many times and my order always comes within about a week, which is amazing considering it's from New York. And yeah, I really like using them. They're super cheap as well, so I will pop the link down to their shop below that I completely recommend checking out. So I bought Absolutely Sure, and I'm going to totally blame Anna from Viviana Does Makeup for this purchase, because she's worn this polish so many times in her videos or on her blog, and I kept putting it off, and then one day I thought enough is enough, I need that in my life. So this is what it looks like. It's a really gorgeous like minty green shade, and it looks really flattering on. You wouldn't think that a very green would, but it actually does. So I'm really enjoying using that, and I think it's a perfect colour. Next colour is another Essie, and this one is Cute as a Button, and I basically just fell in love with it. It's very bright, it's almost a neon, but it's not quite that pink, and it's the most gorgeous polish ever. I know that I'm going to be wearing this throughout the months of spring and summer, and it's probably one that's going to look amazing. This is probably the only colour that I've loved so much that I've worn it 2 weeks in a row, because I'm quite lazy. I try to paint my nails about once a week. That doesn't usually happen, it's usually twice a week, but if I can get away with it, it's once a week, and then I always like to change my colour around. But I actually wore this for 2 weeks solidly, and I never ever do that, so that is like high praise indeed. It reminds me very much of Barry M Flamingo Pink, which was a colour that I absolutely loved back in the day, probably about 3-4 years ago. But the thing is with Barry M's, I find that the regular ones, they chip quite easily on me. I used to think they were amazing, but ever since I started working in my job, where I'm like always on like either the till, or I'm like helping people with buttons and finding clothes, and of course when I come home I'm blogging and editing videos, so my nails don't really last that long. I found that Essie have a bit more of a better quality to them, and I find they last a little bit longer on my nails. So Cute as a Button was basically a replacement for my Lover for me. I love that. It's the most gorgeous coral bright pink. It's amazing, so I'd completely recommend that, and I know it's going to be an amazing holiday colour. Moving on to another drugstore brand of nail polish, I'm going to move on to Barry M. Now the next 3 colours are all Barry M, and like I just said, I wasn't getting on with Barry M, so that might be a bit surprising, but they're all from the new Jelly range, which I'm not really 100% sure. I probably should have researched it. Basically, they're £1 more expensive than the usual Barry M's, and they boast that they're a lot more shiny, and I think maybe they've got qualities of like a gel manicure, so they're a lot more shiny. They're meant to be a little bit longer lasting as well than the regular. And I can completely agree, they definitely last a lot longer on me. So the first colour that I have been loving, and I know that I'm going to be loving throughout spring, is this one called Greenberry. Now when I first saw the pictures for this online, I wasn't fussed at all. I thought it just looked like another like turquoisey green colour, and I was like meh. And then I saw it in real life, and I absolutely fell in love with it, and it looks, let me tell you, it looks so much better on the nails than it does in the bottle. It's basically like a turquoisey, almost like green colour, but it's so flattering on the nails. I think I wore it in a couple of my videos over the past couple of weeks, and quite a few commented on my nails. It just looks absolutely amazing on. Again, it's one that's going to look so good with a tan, so it's going to be an amazing holiday colour. It's going to be one that's fab for like getting you in the mood for summer. But yeah, I absolutely love that colour. I think it's so gorgeous, and it's just so nice and bright. So I've been really loving that one. The other one is Prickly Pear, and this is just the most gorgeous like lilac-y purple colour. I find as much as I love lilac nails, they just don't seem to suit me for some reason. But this one's got a bit more purple in it, so it's like got the best of both worlds. And also I think it'll be a nice one for your toes as well because it'll look polished. But it's literally just the perfect spring colour and I absolutely love that. It's got like a girly twist. Then my final colour is actually one that I've got on my nails right now. And I had to include a nude colour because, you know, if you're beauty obsessed like me, you have to have like a nude colour thrown into the mix because I just think nudes are quite professional looking, they're quite smart looking, and yeah, you just can't go wrong with a good nude. But literally it's taken me so long to find the perfect nude, and I find that I think I finally got there. This one again is from the Barium Jelly range and it's Lychee. Don't know if I've said that right, but basically I think it's basically a dupe for Chanel Frenzy, which was the polish that came out last autumn, and I fell in love with that polish. I loved it so much, but I just couldn't justify spending £18 on a nail varnish because I think spending £8 on nail polish is like extreme. So spending 18 was just like, no. So yeah, I absolutely love it. I've got it on my nails right now. I'm not sure if you can see, but I'll do a close up. But it's just the most gorgeous nude. It's like almost like a grey taupey colour, but it's just really, really flattering and I absolutely love it. I think it's just really, really nice and it looks really, really nice. So why have I chosen the jelly range if I've not been getting on with the Bariums? Well, I'm going to tell you why. I've noticed a huge difference in the difference in formulas between these and the regular ones. I've noticed that my nails have lasted a good 3 or 4 days without chipping, which is pretty impressive. I've worn Barium and they will chip the next day after I've painted them. They also are really, really opaque, so you can paint one coat of them and that's it. Like usually you need 2 coats of nail polish, but these you can paint just the one and it's super opaque. It's really, really nice and thick, so you know it's kind of quicker, it shortens your time painting your nails. Also they dry really, really quickly too, which is also really good because that's one of the main things I hate about painting my nails is the fact that it takes so long for them to dry, and then even when you think they're dry they're not, and then you smudge them and you're like, ugh. So yeah, I really, really like the fact that they last a lot longer than the usual Bariums. They're super cheap, they're like $3.99, and the colours are amazing. There's so many colours that I want from this range, but I'm kind of having to like restrain myself. So I'm really, really liking the jelly range, and I'm really pleased that Barium have upped their game because I was starting to lose a little bit of faith in them. That is my favourite spring nail colours for 2013. I'm so excited about spring and summer. I just can't wait for it to be lighter in the evenings because there's nothing worse than like walking home in the dark, so I can't wait for it to be nice and light and lighter when we wake up as well because it just means that summer's on its way, so I cannot wait. So I hope you're all good, and remember if you've got any requests for videos at all then please let me know, like either down below in the comments or on my Twitter. That's probably the best place to contact me, but again I'll put all the links to them down below. So I hope you're all good and I'll see you soon. Bye!